Hello guys, this is Vineet from Edge-Forex and today is 23rd of September 2024 and this is a very important update on gold. Yes, it's one of my most important updates and I think you guys will agree with me once you listen through the entire piece. So what you're looking at on your screen is a commitment of traders report. In other words, to put it simply, what is the current net position when it comes to swap dealers. So now first of all, you need to understand what is a swap dealer. So gold, all of the trading that happens is in the futures market. So it's nothing but a paper contract that is exchanged for a price. Somebody's betting on say a future price of gold higher or lower. And on the other side of the bet is a swap dealer. So every time you're buying or selling something, you are one side of the equation, and then if you're a buyer, then you have to have a seller, and then vice versa. So if you are a buyer of a future contract, then the other party of that contract usually is a swap dealer. So what has happened now is because the gold is going up so dramatically, so fast, and it's breaking its all-time high records, a lot of people are very bullish on gold. And what that is doing is a lot of folks are in the futures market buying contracts, call contracts, and then that means they're betting on gold prices to go higher at a future date. So what that does is it forces the swap dealer to enter into a contract which is a short, which is a sell. So every buy must have a sell. Now what that does is creates a huge demand in the future for those buys that are with swaps, because swaps are the ones that have shorted it. Now they'll have to cover it at some point. So now what you're looking at is a minus 250,000 contracts. That means there are net short 250,000 contracts, and you see today's date, and you can go back all the way to 2006. In the history of trading, in history of gold trading, this is the most extreme sentiment has ever been. Now, every time there has been an extreme sentiment in this kind of a report, in the COT report, gold has reversed and gold has dropped like crazy. Now, what has happened is from 2100 to 2600, gold shot up straight. And now these guys have to close on their contracts. They have to cover because they're carrying a huge loss on their books. So now for them to close, they have to buy. All right. So now for them to buy is going to push the price even higher. So it can easily shoot up to 3,000, 3,500 like in a heartbeat if they decide to close at this point. But that has never happened before. Now that said, can it not happen? Can it happen now? Of course it can. Is it probable? It's not probable, but there is a small chance. There is a small chance that it can happen. And if that happens, gold can go do a moonshot. But on the flip side, if it does not happen and gold prices, they start to close lower and lower, it can enter into a short-term correction. Now, that said, let's look at the gold chart on how it looks on a there it is. Okay, so here you're looking at the chart of gold where it's sitting at 2630, guys. That is absolutely mind-boggling, because I was there shouting from the mountaintops that, hey guys, once it crosses that 2500 mark, it's gonna go ballistic. You know, talk about fireworks. And that's exactly what we are seeing in the marketplace. It crossed 2500 and now look at it. It's entered the parabolic stage. Here, see that. So it's going nicely, you know, climbing that wall of worry that I keep talking about. But now it seems like it's entered the parabolic stage, which is coinciding with the short position of these swap dealers called commitment of traders. So I don't know, guys, something exciting is about to happen. Something big is going to happen over the next few days to weeks. Either the gold is going to go ballistic to that $3,000 mark, 3,500 is going to go real fast, because we are looking at 80 to 90 billion, not million, I'm talking B with a billion pent-up demand in the marketplace. These are the trades that must happen, must close, they must buy. All right, guys. So something exciting is going to happen. Something extreme is going to happen because sentiment is at its absolute extreme. Right? So what that usually happens is it reverses, but when it doesn't, see, people can stay overly bullish longer than anybody can expect. And vice versa. Same thing goes with bearish. So even though the extreme sentiment is there in the marketplace for gold, it's not to say that it's not going to go for another 2 weeks. And 2 weeks is a very long time when it comes to sentiment and extreme sentiment in the gold market. It's very long. It can shoot up by $100 a day, 40, 50, 60, $100 a day, like it's no one's business. It'll do that. And another thing you guys must have noticed is there is no news. You open CNBC, CNN, I don't know, any Bloomberg, nobody's talking about gold. And there it is. It is breaking high in every single currency out there. Not only USD, Euro, Yen, Canadian dollar, Australian dollar, South African Rand, you name it, Mexican peso, Brazilian real. Absolutely every currency is crashing against gold. And guess what? Nobody is fucking talking about it. And that's what I am dumbfounded. Smart money is accumulating the metal, and it gives me all the confidence in my medium to long term analysis that gold is going a lot higher. I don't know what it's going to do in the short term, guys. Nobody knows that. If I tell you gold's going to go to 3,000 in 3 days, don't listen to me. Even if I say it's going there in 3 weeks, even then don't listen to me. Is gold going to be a lot higher than it is today a year from now? Yes, 100%. That is, I certainly believe that based on what I see in the marketplace today. If things change, if inflation dies down all of a sudden and they stop doing their QE by lowering the interest rates, yes, I'll change my mind and I'll tell you guys that, hey, because of these things, I'm now changing my opinion and for XYZ reasons. If things remain in their current trajectory, which is economy slowing down, which is companies like FedEx posting all-time great losses, and Fed is lowering the interest rates, all of that. This is a perfect storm for gold prices to go higher. All right, guys, that is it for now, and I will keep you guys posted. And keep watching this parabolic phase in gold. It's very interesting. Next few weeks are going to be very exciting. Either way, one way or the other. We may get a sharp correction, but if we shoot to the upside, it's going to be spectacular. Something that has never happened before. Something, as you can see in this chart, that extreme sentiment has never happened, never occurred before in the history of gold trading. That's it for now. I'll talk to you soon.